Okay, this is Rita Holmes, Stampin' Up! Independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Ohio. I just am starting this video for the second time. For some reason it didn't show right when I was working on it. Here we go, this one's right. So anyway, I am from Ohio, an independent demonstrator. If you do not have a demonstrator, I would love to be able to help you with any of your Stampin' Up! Needs. If you do have a demonstrator, please stay with her. We don't want to take customers away from each other. Also, same thing goes for if you would like to become a demonstrator and be able to take advantage of a discount to buy your own stamping supplies if you have the addiction like I do to stamp a lot. So anyway, I would like to help you with that also. Today I'm going to do a technique called Glitter It, is what I call it, because the card, if you can see, it has lots and lots of glitter on it. And I'm going to show you how I did that today. If you go to my Facebook group, which is Stamp Crazy VIP, I do these videos every Tuesday morning at 10 o'clock. And after I do the Facebook Live video, I upload a PDF that shows the directions and the supplies for the technique as well as for the card I made. You can jump over there anytime. The card is in the directions are in the files. For all of my videos that you see on YouTube, you can get them over there at Stamp Crazy VIP on my Facebook group. I'd love for you to be able to join that and just come along with us as we do a lot of techniques, and maybe I'm going to start getting into some other things as well. So here's my card I'm going to do called Glitter It. I'm going to use glitter. We'll be making this card today, but I have a couple other samples to show you. I did a fall one. The whole circle, if you can see, that is glitter, and when you open it up, the glitter is only in the circle area. And that's a nice way to use this also, and gives the inside a nice look. So there's that one. And then I used the mousse stamp set that we have and did it on a label. And then that way I did my stamping and then put my glitter, after I cut my label out, and did my stamping on it, which makes a really cute card. And if you can see, he glitters a lot on there also. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started with our card. And I am going to be using the Stamparatus for the first part of this. So let me get that out. It's right here. I keep a paper towel in there just to kind of keep the magnets from hitting my door right here. So I'm going to take my piece of cardstock and I'm going to lay it in here and put my magnets on it to hold it down. They're so strong. Well, I don't want that there. I don't know what I'm doing. Get away. I want it right here. Okay. And I'm going to take my stamp, and I'm using the stamp out of, it's called Campology. And I'm using this tree stamp right here for my trees. And so I thought I would show it, you can take, it doesn't have to be a Christmas stamp to be stamping it. So I'm going to take it, I'm going to lay my stamp right there, bring my door over, and I'm going to rub it so that it gets a good connection to the plate so that it doesn't come off. And I'm going to use Shaded Spruce as my ink, and I'm going to ink this up, and I just kind of, I want to get it inked really good. Then I'm going to bring it over, and what I'm going to do is just rub, okay? Just going to rub on my stamp to make sure I get all of that ink distributed. I'm going to pull it up, and as you can see, I didn't get this edge, so I think I better stamp that again and make sure I really press right there on that edge. So I'm going to use my fist this time and just go over that edge really, really good. There we go. So we have a really nice image there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my magnets over to this side. And I'm going to take my stamp. I'm not going to take my stamp, I'm sorry. I'm going to move my paper over. So I'm going to take my paper and I'm going to just shift it over here a little bit. And put my magnets back on it. And I'm going to bring my tree and I'm going to see, I still want my paper over some more. So I think I'm going to bring it over like that. Let me see here. That'll be good. So what I'm going to do is I want to put my magnet here and one up here. These are so strong. I'm not going to ink my tree back up. I'm just going to leave it like it is because I want it to be a shadow here, and I'm going to bring it over and I'm just going to rub it to get some ink on here for my tree, like so. And this spot right here, I'm going to rub really hard. I hope I have some ink on it. And there we go. So that's our trees that we have. So we're going to pull that out. And I am just going to lay my napkin in here and I'll come back and I'll clean my stamp in a few. We'll just leave that lay right like that. I'm going to bring in a piece of copy paper because I'm going to be doing the other stamping. I've got my Merry Christmas, which I took out of this Perfectly Plaid stamp set. I love the font on this Merry Christmas, so I use it. So we're going to bring in the Cherry Cobbler. And I'm going to ink my Merry Christmas. And then just lay it on my card. I give that a little rub also. Let it sit there a minute, let the ink soak in. And pull it up. And there's our Merry Christmas. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the soft suede right here. I'm going to close up my ink pads. I'm going to take the soft suede and I'm going to take my craft inking blending brush, which I absolutely love these. You can get these off of Amazon. Stampin' Up does not sell them. I'm going to ink that up, and then I'm going to just start off of the paper, and I'm going to do a shadow all the way around it. So, anyway, we're going to do that. So, ink. And always start off of your paper, and that way you don't have that ink blob showing. So you just want to rub that on. It just makes your card look more, I guess, I always say antique-ish. Old. Gives it a lot of character. So there is my card done with the edges done. Now I'm going to clean out my brush just a little bit, and this is usually all I do to clean it. I don't really put it in water unless I've got ink on it that won't dry, or I've done so much that it's really embedded into the bristles, because you can see how thick the bristles are. This is not a sponge, it's a bristled brush. And I love it. Okay, so we're this far now. Now we're going to get into the fun part of the glitter. So what we're going to do is I've got glitter. And my glitter is not Stampin' Up either. We don't carry it anymore. I got this Recollections is the brand, so it might have came from Michael's. I forget who carries Recollections, but Hobby Lobby or Michael's, because that's usually the only two places I go to get stuff I can't get from Stampin' Up. That if I want to use something special. Okay, so I've got my glitter, and I'm going to use my Versamark ink pad. And you want your ink pad to be, and this is my glitter one. I only use this one when I use glitter. If you can tell, I got glitter all the way around it. You want to make sure that your ink pad has ink in it, because you're going to use a lot of ink with this, because what you're going to do is you're just going to take and you're going to smush, we'll use that word, smush your pad onto your card and get ink. And you want to be careful not to really get your fingers in it to make finger marks, and take the ink back off. And you want to make sure that you've got it all, and you'll be able to see it because it's a little bit shiny when you do that. I'm going to close this so I don't get any more glitter on it than I have to. I'm going to bring this over, and I'm just going to sprinkle glitter on it. And I'm going to come to this side and do the same thing. And you can see all of the glitter on it. It's very, very glittery. And I just kind of tap it and knock off some of the extra that might be on there. And then what I do is, let me get this off of this page a little bit. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my image and I'm going to lay it down, and I'm going to bring this over and I'm going to rub. And what that's going to do is I'm rubbing all the glitter that will stick to that Versamark ink, because that's what I want to really happen. Is I want this to be as so it doesn't, whoever's the recipient of this doesn't like go crazy because they opened up a card and got glitter everywhere in their house. Don't think they would like that. Then I'm going to turn this over and I'm going to use this side of it. I'm going to lay this down, and I'm going to do one more thing to get that glitter not to be so where it'll come off on your fingers. So I'm going to take Krylon Low Odor Clear Finish, shake it up really good, and then I'm going to take and I'm going to spray this lightly. And what it's going to do is it's going to, you don't want to hold it real close and you don't want to just saturate it, you just want to spray. I'm going to set this to the side for a second because it'll dry pretty fast, and while that's doing that I want to finish putting the card together. Nothing like putting glitter in your floor. Oh well, I'm delivering an order after we do this, so I'll just go kind of glittery, I guess. Okay, to finish my card up, let's put it right here. I didn't do anything fancy to this card because I thought the glitter was enough. So I'm going to take and I'm going to fold my card base, which I'm using Very Vanilla today because I like the softness of the color, especially with the glitter. And then I'm going to take, I got Cherry Cobbler and Shaded Spruce that I'm going to layer. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while my card front is drying a little bit, my Technique piece. So I've got glue on, on here, and I'm just going to put this on here, and my images are all, my mats are only like 1/8 inch mats, so you barely see the color, but it gives a nice look on your card. And I'm going to go ahead and glue the green. Let's glue all of this down, and then we'll see if my card is, my clear acrylic that I put over top of my glitter is dry. Anytime you're doing a glitter card, if you'll spray it with that clear acrylic a little bit, it helps it so much to, yep, it's dry. So, and there it is. Pretty and shiny. Can't ask for anything more, can you? So we're going to make sure that you glue this down good, because that spray tends, because it's wet, tends to put a little bit of curl into your card. So you want to just put this down with a lot of glue on the back. Or you can use your tape runner. Just make sure that you use your tape runner to all the way around it and not just on the corners. So there you go. That's the card. What do you think? You know, some people don't like glitter. I'm not a big glitter person, but at Christmas time, I did a couple years ago, I took a different stamp set that we had and did it, and I made 100 cards like this. So I went through a lot of glitter and a lot of Versamark ink. But it was such a pretty card to do. And it's got a wow factor. All you do is, you know, just glitter up your cards and sweep your floor after you're done. Yeah. But anyway, here's the one I made today. And here's the one that I made as my sample. And then again, here's my fall card I did with just doing a pumpkin. I did a cutout and matted it with the Cajun Craze, and then the plaid tidings. This is a piece of our paper, the plaid tidings, and we have 15 of our DSP papers, our designer series papers, on sale right now through October 30th, so you might want to check that out, and this is one of them that is on sale. And I did the same with this one, and this is just strips of the plaid that I kind of put at a diagonal and glued them on the card. It's not a one piece of paper, it's strips, 1-inch strips glued across. So there are my cards that I did. I hope you enjoyed the technique, and I hope you try it, because it's a fun technique, especially at Christmas time. It just gives a lot of glitter, makes beautiful cards with the snowflakes and stuff. So that's another idea you can have to use it. And this over here has a big shine on it, on your card. Must be the lighting. But anyway, I'm going to go for now, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope to be back soon. Bye.